SOFI update here on the 27th. So in the past video, I gave out a few different possibilities. The first one was a diagonal higher for a fifth wave. We haven't started the fifth wave higher, or we've already completed it. And I think both of these are valid, and I'll show you why. Because this could be an ending diagonal right here. It's valid. It's a valid five-wave move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it also you could also look at it like this: A, B, C, and you can see here that the 1.61 fib hits pretty much perfectly for an ABC move. So I'm not against either one of these, but what I'm looking at now is this bounce right here, and this bounce is corrective. If we were going to go to new highs right here, I would want to see an impulsive move off the lows to signify that we're going in for a fifth wave. This is very corrective right here. So I'm actually leaning towards the fifth wave being done, unfortunately. That's not the best thing, but I think that if that's the case, then we just saw wave A here, and we're currently in wave B. So now in this wave B, what would the targets be? Targets would be probably, we have some gap fills here. We have a gap fill at 864, 930, 1031, and 1130 right up here. So based on this move right here, I'm expecting this to go up here to like potentially 880 and fill this gap, or maybe into this right here at 866. But I think that that's probably going to be the overall A wave. And hopefully we can get up here to like 930. If this is a overall B wave, this is the A wave, and we're looking for a B wave. This only took about 18 days though, so I would expect this to last till about like the end of the first week of September, maybe till towards Labor Day, which is only next Monday. So I'm expecting at least 866, and then it could go down. But let's just look at how long this AB wave lasted. So it lasted about 7 days. So I would expect this to end here sometime in the midweek. Fill this gap up here to like 864. And then it's going to be, we'll see what happens from there. Hopefully that's not the only bounce we get. It could be though. It could be a very short bounce and then we go lower. I don't want to make that prediction though. That seems kind of far-fetched, but let's just look at the daily standard deviation to see where we're at. So we are just now getting back to the mean, right in the middle. So if we go to 866, and that's only the B wave, that's going a little bit too far. So I think that the most likely scenario is somehow we make a move like this. Up here to like 930-ish, fill this gap. There's a supply zone right there. If we're lucky, we can make it all the way up here. If we're really lucky, go up here, but that's probably not going to happen. I would say 930 is probably the most likely scenario, because you can see right here, this makes it right back into the supply zones. We have gap fills. We have a gap fill at 605. We have a gap fill at 545. And so if we're looking at this as 5 waves, if you know anything about Elliott wave, you got to come back to the 0.5 fib at least, which we're already hitting the 0.5 fib, but we're getting a corrective bounce off the lows. So that means this is most likely the A wave. We're working on a B wave, and we should get a C wave down. So not the best news if you're long, but at least you have an idea of where this could go from here. And we'll see how it plays out over the next couple of weeks. You could sell some covered calls right here, or you could wait until up here if you don't feel comfortable selling them this low. I understand that. We were just at 11.70 and now we're at $8, and I'm telling you it's going to go lower. So I understand, but that's just what the chart's showing right now. But again, overall on the standard deviations, I just knocked it off here. Let's look at the, and you can add this if you want to. It's pretty helpful. Let's look at the weekly. So again, another way to look at this is where are we at on the weekly chart, and you can see we're at the very top of the standard deviations. So that's another reason why it makes sense that we're going to dump back here to $5, $6. And then it should be able to run after that. That would be wave 2, and then it would open it up for wave 3 after that. And who knows, they might, this took only 18 days. So I guess I would think that we maybe bottom sometime in October. The next earnings is at the end of October, early November. So yeah, that's pretty much the structure I see from here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to go to new highs and make a 5th wave higher. But just remember where the gap fills are at and look at the most likely structure from here. I would say 930 and then a move down after that. So I will leave it at that for now. That's pretty much all there is to say about it. Not the best setup overall, but wait for this to play out, and I would say at least wait for this gap fill at 866 and potentially 930 before the next move down. And I'll keep you updated here as the week goes on with another video. I finally can make some videos. I'm actually at an Airbnb now instead of a hotel. So I'll leave it at that. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you in the next video.